Supreme Court has agreed to hear the appeal of the state challenging the Bombay High Court order to declare Mhadei Wildlife Sanctuary as Tiger Reserve within 3 months. The top court bench, headed by the CJI Chandrachud, sent notices to the centre and the National Tiger Conservation Authority seeking responses over the issue. The Goa government has been opposing the Tiger Reserve tag, citing conflicting interests between forest dwellers and conservationists. Earlier, the Bombay High Court delivered the judgment on a plea filed by the NGO Goa Foundation, which sought directions to the state government to notify Tiger Reserve of the state. Mhadei is a crucial tiger-bearing area, and Goa has an estimated 5 tigers, according to the latest tiger census. Notified in 1999, the Mhadei Wildlife Sanctuary is spread over 208.5 kilometers in North Goa's Satari Taluka. All right, let's get into our discussion with our guest joining us at this point in time, Sahir Bhamla, an environmentalist. Thank you for taking out your time and speaking with us. The Supreme Court now going forward and agreeing to hear the appeal of Goa government, which has challenged the Bombay High Court order to declare Mhadei Wildlife Sanctuary as a tiger reserve within 3 days. Why do you think that the Goa government has gone ahead and defended the fact they do not want the tiger reserve tag as of yet?
I think it's a great move by the government, keeping in mind that we also give importance to wild animals. Yes, it should be built. A reserve is important, and we should also build an environment that helps those wild animals to survive. As global citizens, I think we have a moral obligation to protect not only tigers but all creatures we share this planet with. Declaring the Mahadev Wildlife Sanctuary and its surrounding areas as a tiger reserve is a monumental step in the right direction. It not only affirms with our commitment to preserving tigers, but also signifies a broader dedication of creating an environment where all wild animals can thrive. And by establishing a tiger reserve, we are taking a significant step towards conserving biodiversity, ensuring not tigers, but all animals in the area can have a chance to thrive.
Right. At this point in time, what we are getting to know that the Goa government has been citing conflicts in terms of the interest between the forest dwellers, the tribes who primarily reside in the forest and the nearby areas. And on the other hand, there are conservationists, environmentalists. There is a conflict of interest between the two, which is what the Goa government is citing at this point in time in order to not make the Mhadei Wildlife Sanctuary into a tiger reserve.
I think all stakeholders. I cannot really comment on what the government decides, but I think all stakeholders should come at a pace where it's beneficial for everyone, for the wildlife, for the tribes, for every single person, because this move also reflects our commitment to sustainable development and striking a balance between economic growth and environment growth. And I think saving tigers, as because they're top level predators, helps to keep the whole ecosystem balanced and healthy. And it's not just about tigers, it's about how all animals and plants depend on each other.
Right. Also, at this point in time, you've of course mentioned how important it is to preserve our wildlife, especially the tigers at this point in time, which is why there is a need for a tiger reserve in particular. But also, what about the interests of the environment there? Because what goes behind making a wildlife sanctuary into tiger reserve is what I'm trying to understand.
I think I'm sure when the government is also creating, now if they're doing something for the tigers, they would not undermine the environment. They would protect both, environment and the reserve together. That's how normally they work, right? And in fact, in future, it can also become a hub for ecotourism in a sustainable manner, and it can create opportunities for local communities to, prosper, because there can be employment via this and coexisting. It can also create jobs, revenue streams,
Okay.
ecotourism, and while they're creating it, I hope it's in a very sustainable manner.
Okay. Okay. Also, at this point in time, what would be your appeal to the government, in order to safeguard the wildlife sanctuary and the environment?
I think this should be their utmost priority. There should not even be appeal. Our environment does come as the priority. It is always economic and environment hand in hand together. It can never be only one thing.
All right, Sahir, thank you for joining us and giving your views and reactions on this important information and story that we are continuing to track on Mirror now. Thank you for joining us and taking out your time. Moving on now.